Knockouts in 3 Counts starts now.
Ooh, what up? No, it isn't a Tuesday. We're back on Thursdays. This is Knockouts in 3 Counts, and we've got the return of the queen herself, the queen of violence, Christine Ferea. We appreciate you coming through.
What's up?
Not much, man. Zach coming through again. Today's National Nachos Day, apparently.
Instantly, bro.
That's my
Record
favorite
time,
fucking
bro.
food ever.
Yo, that guy's got like the most impeccable timing. Like, I swear, most of the time he times it like as soon as it hits the like starts now thing. But I didn't have nachos. I had beef stew, but you know it worked out for today.
Not
now
too late,
that you're
Kyle.
not in camp
too
anymore,
late.
you got to tell me what was the first food after the fight was over.
I was on a liquid diet.
Liquid diet. That's the worst.
You know, it is. It's like I just put my body through all that, and then I go do that. Yeah, I'm not into food too much, dude. I can't smell or taste, bro. So,
Really?
like,
Damn, not from the COVID, is it?
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! No way. That
Yeah.
sucks.
All these years later, it's still kicking your ass.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
so no
some,
taste
some
at
people,
all?
some people it got like that, man. I know. I mean, that's unfortunate
Sucks,
to hear,
dude.
but yeah.
It's all. I'm used to it now. 5 years.
I feel like there could be a benefit to no taste, though. You could just eat whatever and don't got to worry about it, right?
That's a fair point.
Yeah, it's life now.
That's a fair point. Fuck it. I can't smell it. I can't taste it. We're good.
No.
But
Well,
what
why
you
not just
could
eat it?
taste was that big dub that you got in the fight with Jessica Borga. So before we get into anything else, you know, you seem to be more hyped up for that fight than I've seen you in a long time. I feel like obviously that had to do with the shit talking. I'm sure a lot of it had to do with your brother, but talk to me about the lead up for that fight. Would you agree that you were kind of more hyped up for this fight than any of your other opponents?
Yeah, like she's like an alpha girl. So it's like alpha woman versus alpha woman. So it was like we were just clashing. You know, we both want the power, we both want the position, we both want to dominate. So I think it was a great matchup and a great energy mixture for some fireworks. And I knew it was gonna be a crazy fight, and I knew she was bigger than me. So I was like preparing like crazy, you know.
With all the past competitors that you've had for your belt, it seems like you've been the one with the size advantage. Was there anything bigger
Right.
going into camp or anything that you had to feel going into this
Yeah.
fight because of the size discrepancy?
Oh yeah, I trained with a Army Ranger heavyweight that is a psychopath and very good. He dropped me with a liver shot one night. Oh my god!
Worst
And he
place
barely
to be
touched me.
hit.
He just said "Doop,"
Oh.
and I just crumbled. And that has never happened to me. So, so I just wanted to get over size, you know, in my mind. And I trained with 165ers, 145ers, and 155ers guys, and it was just hell camp. You know, so I was just used to bigger bodies, people bigger than me, people that weren't getting hurt when I hit them at all, and that's what I wanted.
I mean,
You know-
talk about getting.
Kyle, you ever been
sorry.
hit?
Go
with
ahead,
a
Corey.
shot before?
I have, dude, and it
Go ahead,
fucking
Corey.
it was the worst punch I've ever taken in my life. I've said
Oh,
this
yeah.
on the show.
I always
and
say
multiple
the
times.
same thing. It's the worst, dude.
I was in the middle of a boxing fight. I was only 14 when I took it too. That was the worst. I got hit and I'm like, damn, okay, that sucked. Went to start walking forward and I'm like, oh shit, I can't breathe. Oh shit, let me take a knee real quick or this guy's gonna take me out because it's that delayed reaction. Like, I mean, it
Yes.
sucked when he
Yeah.
hit me, but I started
Yeah.
to walk forward and I'm just like, oh my God, I can't breathe. Oh, I'm getting hot. Let me take a
Yeah.
knee right quick.
That's
Dude,
all I've ever heard.
I
Even
just
the
went
toughest
boom.
fighters,
I was like,
man. Even
and
the
I
toughest
never,
fighters say
like,
the
I'm
liver
pretty
shot's
tough.
the worst.
And
My
these
liver
guys
Dude,
are
shit
I'm
like,
telling you,
"Whoa."
because you can't defend it. There's no way to defend it.
I felt like throwing up.
My liver only
See
hurt.
what I just say?
My
That's
liver
the
only hurts
worst.
after a night out with Kyle. So.
Yep.
Hey, don't blame me. You're the one with the grandpa bladder, fool. Talk about a night out with me, man. What are you talking about, bro? It's a good thing you weren't with us at Soaring Eagle last weekend for UFC or BKFC Michigan because you would have been fucking in and out the bathroom all day. But we'll talk about BKFC Michigan in a minute. You know, that was one thing that stuck out to me with the Borga fight too, was that, as you already kind of said, a lot of times in the fights that we've seen you in the past, both ones we've had you on from the show and just in general, a lot of times your aura seems to kind of like back your opponents down a little bit, before we get to the fight. Borga kind of not about that shit. Y'all were in each other's face the whole time, which with us being pro wrestling guys too, that was right up the alley too. And what did that like hype you up anymore, or was it kind of like, okay, you know what time it is? Because I feel like your guys' press conferences you guys were like the stars of the press conference.
Yeah, we went viral every time. I just I just know how to approach each opponent. I study them, I study who they are, and I do my research, and I know how to approach everyone I fight. And I already knew she was overly confident, and I knew that I had more skill. So I just knew how to play with it, and I just executed everything the way I was supposed to.
Yeah, man.
Pretty
That
much.
fight,
Yeah.
like Corey said, the best part about that fight is I feel like this time you got to see every little bit of everything. With you getting dropped like that and then getting up off the floor to be able to get the finish like that. What up, though, Scott? Appreciate you, my man. And it's funny. It's funny how much our circles cross too, because shout out to my guy, Little Heathen, who my boy and my brother Miles Jury was in his corner for that fight that night. And another past guest of our show that our paths crossed when she saw that we were bringing you back on. Shout out to one of the OGs at Knockouts and 3 Counts, Tara La Rosa, as well.
Oh, nice. The
Yeah,
homie.
man. She's one of the OG guests of our show, man. We used to train together here in Michigan, and then for those that have been following the show, it was like one of the coolest full circle things we got to do. So like the last before she left and is now in North Carolina, we were training because I was getting ready for a jiu-jitsu tournament, and it was right when we first started the show. She goes, "You should have Shayna Baszler come on the show." Mind you, this is when she was with WWE. And I'm like, yeah, sure. Let me just call her and make that happen. And she goes, here, I'll do it for you right here and now. But she was like, I would do it, but I can't because of WWE. Well, then we worked the Rumble in Tampa in 24 and ended up interviewing her for WWE. And it was funny. She's like, I was in her wedding. I said, yeah, I remember. So you got to love it. The fight world is like super small, which again got reminded to us this past weekend with BKFC Michigan. But, another thing with your fight going up to it that really intrigued me as somebody who my family's had a lot of stuff with health issues and stuff. Between my mom with her heart and all those things. I've seen a lot of the stuff that you posted about your brother and all that stuff. How did that give you, first of all, how's he doing? Number two, how did that give you like any extra motivation for the fight?
He's doing okay. He just got done with chemo and radiation. So we get to find out on the 19th how much it shrunk the remaining of the tumor that was left on the main artery in the brain. Hopefully it got smaller or hopefully it's gone. Glioblastoma, it grows back very quickly. So they'll get rid of it. He had two brain surgeries in 4 months, and he had one in April, came back 3 months, 3 or 4 months later, then four came back within 4 months, and so hopefully the he didn't do chemo radiation the first time. He wanted to go holistic. I told him not to, but this time I was like, brother, you're doing chemo radiation. I don't care. He's like, yes, sister. And I was like, okay. So hopefully this is a little bit better on him. And he's doing good, and we're just being grateful, being very grateful for the time that I have with him right now, and the motivation it gave me I'm just locked in, dude. Just locked in even more because, I mean, if you want to sit around and think about shit like that, you're gonna kill yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I just lock into my jobs. I lock into the time we have together. I just keep my focus and just dive deep in, and nothing in that ring can hurt me the way that kind of stuff does. So he told me, he's just like, I was with you in there. I was with you in there. I was like, dude, it had to be because I know my brother has knockout power like a motherfucker. And so I was like, dude, I was like, bro, you had to have been with me because I've never
Carry
smashed
through.
like that. But I never smashed like that. So, I give it all to my brother.
It,
Hell yeah,
it
that's
really is crazy when you go through stuff like that, whether it's on your end or family members or something like that, how it really does kind of bring out this different aspect mentally of like you said, like time to lock in, appreciate what you got.
Yes.
Who cares about the little bullshit, the stress, this, that. It's like,
Yeah.
I got my kids, I got my house, I got my, whatever the circumstances is for each individual person, it really like has a way of making you realize what you have and not take it for granted in the day-to-day process of it
Right.
all.
And
Right.
it, and it, yeah, and it just makes you, realize things could change in the blink of an eye. At any moment, you just never know where your life could be. It can turn upside down or it can be great. And you just got to enjoy the great moments you do have when you have them, you know?
totally
Facts.
feel that.
Yeah.
Because like I was saying,
Yeah.
man, like the last 5 years, that's kind of been the role my family's been on too. Like my pops died in 20, and then my mom had the heart attack, and then Corey and I were on the way
Yeah.
back from fights in February, and on Super Bowl rolled the car. We made it through all these things, you
Damn.
know what I mean? So now you're just kind of like, you know what, dude? I'm grateful for every time we get to go out and do a fight, every time I get to kick it with the nephews, do the whole deal.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, life has a way of humbling you real quick and in a hurry.
Chin
And
checking your ass. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, and the
Yeah.
worst part about it is you
Oh yeah.
can't see it coming. You can't protect yourself. You
Yeah.
can't bob and weave. If it's gonna hit you in your shit, you're getting hit in your shit.
That
And
liver
that's
shot,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah, for sure.
bingo. Yeah, that delayed reaction is the worst. But
Yeah.
speaking of the fight and all that stuff, with all the heat that you had with Borga going into it, did you gain a new respect for her out of that? Like where are you at after the fight with that? Because I know getting in a fucking brawl with somebody like that, makes you gain a different kind of respect for somebody.
Yeah, well, I in the fight, um, I seen that her skill raises with her opponent. So that happens for me too. Like it's like my one of my exes or whatever told me, you're better than that. You like drop your level for the opponents you're with. And I'm like, I don't notice it or realize it, but it's just like her. Like we she's actually better than I thought. She was she was faster. She was faster and she had better reaction time than I thought and better head movement than I thought. So she looked great. I went back watched the fight too and I was like, okay, this girl a little bit better than I thought, at real time. So it was good. And yeah, I have respect for her. I have respect for everybody that I fight. We're both getting in there. And it's not like I don't have a party when I'm killing someone's dreams. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, when you sign the dotted line, I
Yeah.
have no compassion, no empathy. It's
Right.
all kill
It's one
mode.
As
side
you
or the
should.
So
other, right?
it's either me or you, and it's not gonna be me.
Yeah.
As you should, man. You have to have that
Yeah.
when you're getting in
Yeah.
there. Shout out to everybody
Yeah.
who's on here. It says we got about 225 of you guys in here. Make sure you guys like, retweet, share. Make sure you hit the buttons. Make sure you comment if you got any of these questions and all that good stuff. That was something that really kind of stuck out to me as well, like in what you were saying, because obviously we keep up with all your fights with you being somebody who rocks
Yeah.
with us, but when we were looking into the fight, the one thing that stuck out is at first I wasn't sure, okay, is she going to come in and try to utilize the clinch to kind of throw you off your game as far as like being able to move and try to box and all that
Yeah.
stuff. And then when it started the way it did and you got cracked early, I'm like, oh shit. All right, this is gonna be
Right.
a fight
I
because
dropped
right
her
then
within like 20 seconds, I think. Though
I
that's why
know.
I got
Yeah.
caught because I was like, oh,
Oh shit,
this
she,
good she ain't shit. Yeah, that at first, and then
Yeah. Did you
that's
kind
what
of
I
back up
always
a
do
little
that
bit
dumb
after
shit.
that?
Like I'll drop somebody, I'm like, oh, I got him. And then I got caught. I
Yeah.
was like, okay, back to
Wait,
beast
wait.
mode.
dude,
I gotta
that's the
stop
thing.
that shit.
And I can only imagine it's even worse with bare knuckle. I mean, I've only fought with boxing and MMA and things like that, but I mean, we just got to go check out BKFC Michigan and seeing that shit wild. Seeing
Yeah.
that shit live was wild. because
Yeah.
I'm just like,
it is.
we saw multiple guys that we've seen fight here in Michigan for years who I've commentated their fights in MMA and other things like that, and then they go in there and it's like they, snap of the fingers and they fit better. We'll definitely get
Yeah.
into a couple of those that stuck out. But the last thing I wanted to ask you with the Borga fight, what does it mean now? I mean, like Corey said, you've been a long reigning champion, but what does it mean to get the Queen of Violence title? We've heard everybody talk about that with Perry for so long with the King of Violence thing. What does it mean to you to be able to get the inaugural Queen of Violence?
For me, like I don't ever put my when I'm leading to a fight, I don't ever put my mind on it's a title fight, it's this, it's that. Every fight is always the same for me. And that's a psychological thing. So you don't get, like, oh my God, it's just so much more pressure that you need to put on yourself. Every fight is the same. Every fight is a championship fight. So um now that I have it, and then I'll have my belt, right? So I didn't really think deep into it. And I was like, yeah, I'm the Queen of Violence. And then they're like, I had a lot of people look at me like, the Queen of Violence. Okay. And I got my image. Like, I look crazy. I got this hair. I got these head tats, these neck tats. And they're like, Queen of Violence, huh? And I'm like, yeah, that does sound kind of fucking crazy. Like the
Did they
Queen
take out
of
the belt and
Violence.
check it in the airport when you went home?
Oh, dude, they love it, dude. Everybody loves it. I mean,
That
everybody wants to see it. Everybody wants to put their hands on it. Everybody loves this belt. Like a TSA, they don't mess with me. Like, dude, I got stuff in my backpack. I had water in there, water. And
yeah.
I didn't know I had it in there. And since I had my belt in there, they just overlooked that shit. It's like they get
Well, what
mesmerized
is
by the
that?
damn belt. And
Like,
I
oh,
had water. I was
Queen of
like, oh,
Violence, go
my
on, got a
water
belt
was
on
in
too.
there. Yeah, it's like now I don't have to pay $8. Yeah,
Yeah, we
but
ain't
That's
messing with you.
that
Go
water
ahead,
in
go
the
ahead.
airport like $8, dude, for like a
it,
little bottle.
Yeah.
what I want to know is that purple
Mhm.
as a purple fan, is that purple as nice as it looks on camera? That purple of that belt looks sharp.
Yeah, dude, it's sick. Oh, I
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
love the belt, dude. I love the purple, and it's
yeah,
purple's royalty, so it's like
yeah.
it fits,
Liter-
and it's
Literally,
cool. I like it in
my
purple.
phone case,
Go ahead.
like purple. I'm a
Oh,
purple guy,
dope.
and yeah.
See,
So
now you just got to get
when
the
I
all
seen
purple
that
suit.
when I seen that handed out, I was like, that's like it looks so dope, and I'm
It
assuming it
is.
looks
It's
even
sick as
better
fuck.
in person. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's beautiful.
All right, so we've had a lot of people already asking about it. BKFC Michigan. So before we get into talking about that, you got to tell me, what was your first thought the first time you went to one of the Bare Knuckle FC cards? And I guess we'll let Corey and I give you our thoughts of being at one of those. For you, the first time you got to check it out, what'd you think?
First time, I was pissed off and drunk because I was supposed to be on the PKFC too, and like my opponent didn't show up, and they told me fight day, so I was drunk before I
That's
got
fun.
there. Yeah, and so I like was standing back watching Beck and Britt fight and pissed off. So I had no, I couldn't embrace it.
Right.
Like the way first of all, sober mind, second of all, clear mind, third of all, I was but they paid me. They paid me my full purse.
There you go.
So right.
That's a good first impression.
So yeah, right. So the first one I can't really remember to tell you, but like when I did really watch it, um, in the future, like when I wasn't, it was a while because I'm always in the back. Like when I'm
Mhm.
there, I would be fighting. So, um, but the first one, it's just crazy, dude. It's like you hear the cracks and like the people just getting knocked out left and right, and people, oh, they get hit. Ones are like, oh no, or I can't see. Like that's their way out because in the back they tell you they're like, if you say you can't see, we're gonna stop the fight. So the first thing these motherfuckers say are, I can't
Uh,
see, I can't see. When they want to way out, it's like tap it out, dude. Without tap it out. So I mean, it's just nuts to see. It's pretty savage. So.
it-
I
it's
couldn't agree
definitely
more.
it's definitely savage. That's for sure. as somebody who gets to do commentary, luckily enough, gets to sit on the desk all the time for these local MMA Michigan fights and stuff, I cannot express how much of a it is just the level of it feels so different because of, like you say,
Bingo.
I don't want to say repetitive because repetitive sounds bad, but the consecutiveness of how quick the fights go, the fact that they are such intense, it could be over within 10 seconds. It could go to decision, but even
Oh,
in that,
wasn't the
somebody's
fast one
getting
like the fastest one was like 1 second or 1.5 seconds?
Mohawk's got the record. It's
Mohawk.
Mohawk,
3.
yeah. Was
yeah,
it 3? My
yeah.
bad. Yeah,
He
that's
I
said
mean,
he was.
insane,
but
dude.
3
That's
seconds is a
insane to
lot.
talk
Yeah.
about. It took you 3 seconds, and this motherfucker threw 9
I think
punches. All right.
I think
9
it I
punches,
think
yeah.
it takes 1 second for the ref to do this. So I mean,
Right.
no, but
It's insane.
to get back to it, as somebody who gets to sit on the desk all the time, I get to see like up close and personal, as close as it gets, and express my thoughts on it while it's going on. This was so different. I can't even imagine what doing commentary would be like for that job. It is so, just the intenseness of it and trying to keep up with the action. Like you say, you don't know if somebody's going to all of a sudden say, I can't see, because that
Right.
fist just freaking,
You
square in
can't
the
see
eyeball.
like when you get
Like,
hit in this shit, like I couldn't see like 3 times at the Borga fight, but every fight I can't see at one
but,
point.
and you just see how quick, like the Mohawk, of course, he brings the action, like we just talked about,
Right.
3-second knockout, of course. But you've seen just how quick he went from completely unscathed to needing, like, I forget the exact number, but a lot of stitches across his face.
Well,
And
bro,
he's the
he
winner
tore
of that
that
fight.
dude up. He tore Zach Cavender up, and he still was cutting 3 different
Yeah.
spots. And that
And-
fight
and
only went
it was-
45
Oh, yeah.
seconds.
Yeah. So, I mean, it just the nature of how quick the action takes place was really what stood out the most for me. Also, the size of the cage. I'm sure you're used to the ring. I'm sure you're a little more used to the bigger ring. They were using the smaller one for the
Yeah,
smaller
There
I've
ain't
venue
never
here.
nowhere
used
to
a
run
small
in
one.
that mug, dude.
Wow, that
Yeah,
small one
I
was
like that one.
crazy. Yeah,
I like
was
that. I haven't been able to fight. I don't think I ever will because it's for the smaller shows.
right,
But
right.
shit. Hey, start Barbie. Just start jump roping. I'll be there in a minute.
Hell yeah.
Sorry to
That
hold up
was
you
that
on
was
any
nasty
workouts
to
or
see,
anything.
dude.
Duty calls, man.
Mohawk definitely put down the game with that one, dude. That was him and Zach Cavender beat the shit out of each other. You were telling me
Oh
going
yeah,
into that fight that you thought Mohawk was special. What is it that you like about the Mohawk?
Mohawk's crazy, bro. Like he has an energy about him that's very big and um just the energy he's like a little ball of, or like little he's a big ball of energy.
Very.
Right.
It's like, and then he comes in, he just puts his head down and just and I'm like, can you imagine that big motherfucker swinging at you like that with his head down?
Dude,
Because if you
doesn't
swing
give
at
a
him, you're just
shit.
gonna
Just
break.
eating
Yeah.
punches left
Nah,
and right, not trying to
yeah.
block them at all.
This is
He
Hell
puts his
yeah.
head down. That's the thickest part of your skull, and like you can, or at the top, people are gonna break their hands, dude. Like never mind. I don't even want to say how to beat him. But
yeah.
like yeah,
That
yeah.
dude has
I
just
mean,
Even
got
that's
energy for
I love
days.
him.
even at that,
Oh yeah.
I know what you were getting to. His opponent landed a clean uppercut in that fight,
Fuck yes, he
and the
did.
way
It
and
cut
the
the shit
way
out of
and
him.
the way and the way Mohawk was able to weather through it. And I think it was really, like you say, it all boils down to that energy that he brings, not
Yeah,
only in the cage but out of the cage too. I don't
and
know
he
if you've
has a
had
chin.
conversations.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That is
Oh yeah, he's
absolutely.
undeniable,
he's a
But
good
dude.
dude, man.
Holy shit, did
yeah,
he eat a few of them?
Yeah.
Because that Cavender,
Yeah, he did.
like I said, no disrespect to my man at all. He
no,
landed
Yeah,
some nasty
it's a
shots
fight.
on Mohawk too, dude. That was
It's a
yeah.
even
fight.
though it was short, them dudes got in there and got down, dude. Speaking of getting down, I gotta give a shout out to Michigan's own Mike the Hurricane Hernandez. Gets up off the couch
Yeah.
after 7 years, knocks old boy out, and leaves a flap off his
Oh
face to the
yeah.
point where Feldman followed him back in the locker room. I got something tells me we're gonna I got a feeling we're gonna see the Hurricane back in there too. And then the post-fight speech, dude, they couldn't have wrote that better in a WWE script.
Yeah, the speech is what got me for sure, man.
Oh, dude, when he said that, and then Connor comments on the thing, saying his dad's name, it was insane. Dude gets off the couch after not fighting in 7 years, and then just destroys
That's
that dude.
wild.
That was bananas. Yeah,
That
man,
was
it
sick.
was.
Yeah.
It was. It's nuts, man. You want, like I said again, with that being my first bare knuckle fight, I hope that they bring them back to Michigan. It was good to see our guy Chris Lytle
saying,
as well.
I was saying, like, I'm like, these Michigan motherfuckers fight. They're crazy.
Dude,
That
all the
whole
Michigan
card was like,
dudes showed out.
The first fight, I was like, damn.
P-Dot. We've called his fights in MMA.
At least what, 4 of them, 3 of
that
them
guy.
for sure.
Dude, he was all over that dude from the very beginning, just all over him. Like, it was funny. We talked to his coach after that. He's like, bro, did you see what P-Dot did? I said, yeah, maybe he might have found his sport, dog. I can't really argue that one, because he got in there and got the fuck out, man. That was nasty. But Andrew took the question I was going to ask next. You got to tell me, so now that you've conquered the Queen of Violence, you've still got your regular belt. What's the next mountain for you in BKFC? Is that somebody coming in that you haven't gotten to fight yet? Is there somebody else in particular that you'd like to fight?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Whoever they put in front of me, I don't give a shit. Just give me somebody. I want a big name, of course. Like, I want a money fight, of course, right? Who wouldn't? But whoever they put in front of me, I'm down to fight. Like, it doesn't matter. I'm just, I have a few. I don't know how much longer I have left. I don't know how much longer I want to fight. So I want to get as many under my belt, and so like these little bare knuckle midgets under me can't, beat my record. All the youngsters and all the up and coming people, I want to set a bar very high. A very energy so crazy that it's just everybody's trying to top it, and trying to top me. I'm pretty exciting to watch, so it's just gonna make the sport grow and grow, because I am 100% behind the sport, and will be forever and always gonna be here to help make it grow.
So is the Cyborg fight still like the number one that you want? Like, as far as if you could call your shot?
Yeah, if I could, of course I'd fight Cyborg.
Yeah.
That's got me, but I don't think I heard that she can't get under 155, and I'm not going.
Oh yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, 45 is high as hell for me. Like, I was fat last fight, and I had I didn't have time to gain the muscle enough to make it muscle, so I had to put fat on, and I was like, I don't like looking like that in my fights, dude, because I
totally can understand. That would be one you'd have to take like extra time before the fight just to be able to put muscle on, even before you got
like I would need. You need like a year. You need like a year for that, dude. Like, to gain like solid like muscle, and that's only with like 5 pounds maybe that you can gain in a year. Like, for a female my age,
Yeah. And like you said, at this stage of your career, is that still even something that you're really
looking to do?
With that being such a weight, discrepancy, is that even something that's really, I don't want to say feasible, but you know what I'm saying?
That 55 is too high, dude. That's dumb.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And if you're trying to stuff your belly just so you can get close to the weight class, so that you can make the weight, so that way you can, take an opportunity, that's not the way to go about it, for sure.
And then, unless it's like a 2 mil, 3 or 5 mil payday, then I will get fat as fuck.
Yeah, money time. That's a different thing.
Said, let me make this bag and get the fuck on real quick. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go.
Be a personal trainer after. Go get a liposuction.
Fuck yeah. She said, let me make this bag. I could just set 1 mil aside and we'd be all right. I still got 4 mil to sit on. We good money.
Yeah, 1 mil goes to taxes. I mean, to taxes. I got 4 mil left. Let's go.
Damn right. That's what I'm talking about. I like the way you think. Well, I can tell you got stuff going on over there. I don't want to hold you up no more. So we'll cap this one with this one, because there were a few people that asked about this in the comments. They said, with us being the wrestling show, what would it look like for Christie and Ferea to kind of hop the fence and end up in the WWE side of things? What do you think?
Yeah, I think, don't they have a weight class? I mean, age class?
No.
No.
Like,
not when you still got the Rock's ass getting in there, and he's got to be in his fucking 50s now.
Hey, yeah,
Yeah.
hey, let's do it. Let's do it, WWE.
Let's
I will
do
put
it.
it on.
Oh yeah,
I'll
dude.
be like
Hey,
the one that everyone hates. I love it.
She said I'm a
if
natural heel, man.
if
All
they
Natural
I
need
heel right
know is I need to
I
see
am a
this in my
natural
life.
fucking heel. Look at me. Motherfuckers hate me.
Hell yeah, they hate, and you heard Chameleon Arrow over there. I'm just kidding. But with with that being said, we got to let you get up out of here. I will leave the floor to you
Thank
if
you.
you got anything that you want to plug or anything like that. Did you want people to come find you? Let them know.
Rasha. Sound
We've talked about
frequencies.
this.
Check it out. Yep. Check them out, dude. It's good for healing, for your mind, for emotional, for physical. Hit my DM. Barber Orthopedic. Uh, Injury lawyer. He's all in all states. He's the best there is. You get in an accident, anything, hit my boy up.
Hell yeah, you heard her. Make sure you check them out. And for all of our wrestling fans, we didn't forget about you guys either. If you guys remember the 90s, we've got Raven is making his way through the show here. We're going to be talking about the new movie before it pops out on Amazon Prime, Raven Nevermore. We're also going to be having the return of our guy, AJ Francis, as well. So if you guys are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on Millions, buy a fucking shirt. Buy a shirt. Until next time, and in the in-between time, we're going to try not to go postal over
Yeah.
here. Hit that button. Peace.